Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll discuss the steps you need to follow to apply for an APS certificate. So first and foremost, what is an APS certificate? An APS certificate is a certificate that attests to the validity and authenticity of your documents, and as a result, you will be able to apply to German universities. To put it in another way, if you are able to get your APS application approved, you will obtain a piece of certificate through which you will be able to apply for your visa through the VFS office, and you will be able to apply for a master's degree in a German university. It is very important to note that the APS certificate do not have a expiry date, and it is a mandatory piece of document. So if you're someone who's confused that after your bachelor's degree do you need the APS certificate, or what if you've gotten it earlier and you'll be applying for the summer semester again, the upcoming summer semester, is it necessary during that time to apply again? So to make sure it does not have expiry date, you can use it again and again and again. But it is a mandatory piece of document, so you cannot skip it. Okay, so to start with your application process, you have to visit aps-india.de and not aps-india.com, because that is a website which is handled by APS Real Estate Brokerage and they have nothing to do with the Academic Evaluation Center. Okay. So you can also see that particular piece of news in the news section of the APS. Here you can see the Academic Evaluation Center is not affiliated or run by APS Real Estate Brokerage. Okay, so make sure that you're visiting aps-india.de and not aps-india.com. Okay, so after that, you can see that there is an apply button and a login button present in this particular page. So you have to select apply and not login, because you can log in only after you have registered in the particular portal. Okay, so after the registration process, after the payment process, the username and password you've used during your registration, you can use those here and log in. Okay. So the first thing we have to do is we have to click apply, and we can see that there are 3 fields present here. One is the create username, password, and enter password again. In the username field, you have to give a unique username for yourself, and similarly you have to give a password, and you must comply with the password rules. That is, it must contain an uppercase letter, must contain a number, a special character, etc, etc, and the similar password you have to give here also. Now you have to click the next button and it will redirect you to the personal details page. In the personal section details, you will be asked for information like your name, your surname, your date of birth, place of birth, your contact information, your address. The important fields in this particular section is the Aadhaar number and the passport number. See, you cannot make as many APS accounts as possible because the Aadhaar number for every user is unique. So you'll only be able to make only one account. Then you click on the next button and it brings you to the educational details one. In this particular section, you will be filling information like your matriculation details, what mark you scored, what was your board's name, and from what school you did the matriculation. Also in this particular section, you will have to fill information for your senior school certification. Similarly, you have to mention your marks, the school from which you did it, and the board that you gave. Details like this you have to fill in this particular section. You will see that not every field is mandatory. All the mandatory fields come with an asterisk sign. So make sure you just fill the mandatory fields. The rest is not important. Then you click on the next button and the next page is the educational details too. In this section, you have to fill the bachelor degree details. Details like from what university you did your bachelor's degree, what was the CGPA that you scored, and what was your branch name, etc, etc. You have to fill in this particular section. Then again you click on the next button and it will bring you to the test as page. This is the page wherein you have to fill your details about your German language skill. But if you do not have it, you can just skip ahead. The fields are not mandatory. So when you click on the next button, it brings you to the language detail page. in this particular page, you have to give proof of language certification. For me, it was IELTS. You just have to select that, and you have to mention what was the point that you scored in that particular exam. Then comes the most important section of this whole application process, that is the payment detail section. This section is very troublesome because many of the students get stuck in this particular section. So to avoid confusion, I'll just be very simple with my wordings. The page that you see with all those fields are for people who have already paid the 18,000 amount, and they paid it offline through the banks, and you have to mention the reference number, the transaction number, etc. in this particular page in the fields that is given there, and make sure it's only for the students who have already paid. For students who have not paid yet, you have to select the CC Avenue option down below if you want to make the online transaction. Once you click the CC Avenue option and click on next, you will be redirected to a page wherein you will be asked through what mode of payment you want to continue. May that be credit card, debit card, it can be PhonePe, GPay, etc. You can, there's also the PayPal option. You can use those options to pay through the online mode. Okay, again, if you're trying to pay through your credit card and debit card, you have to make sure that international transaction is on for those cards in your bank account. Okay, you have to make sure, or else you will get stuck. The process won't be completed. You won't be able to pay the amount, and you will be redirected to a blank page. And it's a very worrisome process after that. But even after that, even after you've enabled your international transaction, I have seen people who have tried to pay through the credit card option or the debit card option, and they received a blank page. So what to do when you received a blank page? For that, I'll be making another video, so stay tuned for that. My advice would be to pay through the PhonePe option or the Google Pay option, because your transaction will go through immediately and your account will get created with the payment status as completed instead of the pending. Once your account gets created, you have to download that application form and sign it. Along with that application form, you have to send few documents. Those documents are mentioned in the APS portal. I'll put a link of it in my description. You can go through that. Those documents, you have to make sure that you make a color printout of it and staple it. You have to send it to the APS office, of which the address is given in the website. So that is it for today's video. I'll be coming up with many videos on APS because many people are facing issues regarding it. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, like this video and hit the bell icon. Thank you.